Templars must help us close the breach. The Order was founded to fight magic.
We must first convince the Lord Seeker to bring the Templars out of exile.
We've received word from a knight recruit. They gather at Therinfal Redoubt.
It has been vacant for decades. Why go there?
We must approach the Lord Seeker again to get anywhere. We can ask him then.
If we want the Templars to be useful, we need them under control.
To lure them into obedience, we must become a more tempting ally.
If it's status the Lord Seeker seeks, the Inquisition will approach him after allying with the noblest houses in Orlais.
They'll come with us to Therinfal and demand the Templars' help close the breach.
You believe that will work?
Even the Lord Seeker would find it difficult to ignore so many nobles on his doorstep.
Yes, especially when led by the Herald of Andraste.
Is it my good looks you need, or my winning smile?
Rumors you were saved from the fate by Andraste have grown legion among the Templars.
We've done our part to encourage them.
A herald with a few companions may be dismissed, easily set aside. That same herald returning with noble support will be reconsidered, as will the power of the Inquisition.
This could be why Andraste saved me. To lead her Templars against the breach.
Perhaps also to convince the Lord Seeker to abandon the mania that has seized him.
With respect, after his appearance in Val Royeaux, hang what the Lord Seeker thinks.
We do not need the Lord Seeker. We need his Templars, with or without his approval. The breach will not wait for our differences to settle.
Good news. Several noble Orlesian houses will petition the Templars to help us stop the breach. Lord Abernash will approach you. Sign nothing he offers, but his gossip's reliable.
I hope he knows the Lord Seeker's mood. The Templars will never help without his consent.
The Herald of Andraste! Lord Esmerel Abernash, honored to participate. It is not unlike the second dispersal of the reclaimed Dales. Ah, Lady Vivienne, we met at last summer's ball. The Duke introduced us.
Indeed. I could not possibly forget the occasion.
The Lord Seeker is willing to hear our petition about closing the breach. A credit to our alliance with the Inquisition. Care to mark the moment? 10 Orlesian houses walk with you.
It's a shining day to have the best of Orlais in step with the Inquisition. The first of many inspirational and influential partnerships, I hope.
Oh, you're a natural. People will give you anything. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'd divulge what finally got their attention. Rumor will, if you won't.
What do you mean?
The Lord Seeker won't meet us until he greets the Inquisition in person. Quite a surprise after the spat in Val Royeaux.
The Inquisition got the attention of many nobles. The Lord Seeker probably wants to know how.
That may be so. I tried getting an audience by offering the man a duchy. A meeting is a meeting. Get his ear. See if you can't bend it to do something advantageous. Here we are. Therinfal Redoubt.
Defensible. I like it. Someone worked out some issues building this place.
It appears they've sent someone to greet you. Present well. Everyone is a little tense for my liking.
Good thing the nobles are here. Maybe the Templars are attracted to shiny objects.
The Lord Seeker changed his mind about us rather quickly. Is he known for that?
The Lord Seeker isn't reputed to be fickle. Something must have changed.
Have you looked at the sky, Sir Knight?
Of course, but
Is your order not sworn to destroy heretical magic?
yes, but
Then if the Templars won't seal this breach, action against you shall be required.
action against us.
The Empress of Orlais, my dear woman, listens to her thoughts.
Oh, Maker.
Where is the Lord Seeker? How much longer does the man think he will?
What do you expect? The Templars...
Excuse me, Lady...
Countess Dover.
Countess. Ma'am. Is it true the Herald of Andraste is here? Is he among your number?
I am. I greet you on behalf of the Inquisition.
Forgive me. I didn't realize it was you. I'm sure these lords and ladies are more suitable to your company, Lord Trevelyan.
Look at this frilly bunch. Couldn't swing a sword without hitting a duke.
Why are we talking to them? That lord over there says he's seventh in line to always throw. Seventh. I present Knight Templar, Sir Delrin Barris, second son of Ban Jevrin Barris of Verhelden. Sir Barris, may I be so honored as to present Lord Esmeralda Abanage?
I'm the one who sent word to Cullen. He said the Inquisition works to close this breach in the Vale. I didn't think you'd bring such lofty company.
Barris. Moderate holdings, your family. And the second son?
This promise of status has garnered interest from the Lord Seeker. Beyond sense. The sky burns with magic, but he ignores all calls to action until your friends arrive.
Should a Seeker lead the Templars this way?
In an emergency, if there's no other recourse. But his goal should be to restore them to order.
He has taken command. Permanently.
If he feels there is a holy mandate.
That is what the Lord Seeker claims, and our commanders parrot him. The Lord Seeker's actions make no sense. He promised to restore the Order's honor, then marched us here to wait. Templars should know their duty, even when held from it.
A Templar who remembers his responsibilities. I am reassured.
Win over the Lord Seeker, and every able-bodied knight will help the Inquisition seal the breach.
If you think we're right, abandon the Lord Seeker and help us.
We can't abandon our orders. Not while the officers who survived the Conclave follow him. We've been asked to accept much after that shameful display in Valroyo. Our truth changes on the hour.
Don't keep your betters waiting, Barris. There's important work for those born to it.
The Lord Seeker has a request before you meet him. These are the standards. An honored right centered on the people, the Maker, and the Order. The Lord Seeker asks that you perform the rite so he may see the order in which you honor them.
What if I fail?
Well, there's no correct answer. The ritual simply shows watchers who you are and what you value.
We'd be honored, if that's what the Lord Seeker asks of the Inquisition.
Not the Inquisition. The Lord Seeker changed everything to meet you. Not the Inquisition. You. By name.
Why?
I don't know. He's been fixated on you ever since your horde of nobles arrived.
The Lord Seeker makes us shuffle flags around. Refuse! Let's meet the man already.
The Lord Seeker can't delay any longer, Barris. Take us to him.
The Lord Seeker's request about the rituals was...
Bullshit, my servants might say. Making you, and by extension me, do this busy work.
Right. The Lord Seeker can deal with this. Follow me.
It's necessary, you know. You don't run a battlefield by committee.
Without faith, you've no knights. You've... Knight Captain.
You were expecting the Lord Seeker. He sent me to die for you.
He is not well.
Knight Captain Denham, I brought the Inquisition's representatives. Will the Lord Seeker not see them?
So, this is the herald of change. You are why everything must be moved ahead.
Sir Barris, I'm right in assuming the Knight Captain has seen better days.
I tried to make us ready. I thought I knew the way.
Knight Captain, I must know what's going on.
You are all supposed to be changed. Now we must purge the questioning knights. The Elder One is coming. No one will leave Therinfal who is not stained red.
Maker's breath. Use a healing elixir, he may survive. If he even deserves it.
We'll heal him. Let's judge the Knight Captain after we find his master.
He hardly deserves our charity.
The Knight Captain's keys. I would question the Lord Seeker about this Elder One.
Stuck! It's barricaded from the other side.
They are monstrous. We all noticed. It's horrible. One down.
Prepare them. Guide them to me.
Was that the Lord Seeker?
Where? I do not hear anything.
Show me what you are. You will be so much more. I would know you.
There's more of the red ones! Well fought. I don't know what's happening. All the officers have been turned into those things.
The Herald of Andraste, it's time we became better acquainted. Come, show me what kind of man you really are.
Is this shape useful? Will it let me know you? Everything tells me about you. So will this. Watch.
You don't fool me, demon. I see through you.
I see through you.
Being you will be so much more interesting than being the Lord Seeker. Do you know what the Inquisition can become? You'll see. When I'm done, the Elder One will kill you and ascend. Then I will be you.
This Elder One thinks he can become divine. That's the oldest conceit of mortals.
He knows. He was there. Lori is coming. And the Elder One wants you to serve him like everyone else. By dying in the right way.
Keep talking, then.
I am not your toy. I am Envy, and I will know you. Tell me, Herald, in your mind. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel.
Tell me what you see.
You're lying! Our one chance to make peace between the mages and Templars, and now it's over.
Our enemies have surrendered unconditionally.
The Inquisition's strength rivals any kingdom in Thedas.
Our reach begins to match my ambition, but we will strive for more.
Is imitating what you can't have your only pleasure, demon?
Accusing, trying to find my weakness. Is that the man you are?
Who will stand against us when the Inquisition commands nations? No one.
How quick as well. King and
The Herald saved the our army can tear down a kingdom.
No force matches ours for strength.
When the Chantry fell, we despair. The Herald contrasted.
See how glorious my Inquisition will be after you die at the hands of the Elder One.
You're hurting, helpless, hasty. What happens to the hammer when there are no more nails?
What are you? Get out! This is my place!
Wait. Envy is hurting you. Mirrors on memories. A face it can feel but not fake. I want to help. You.
not envy.
Who are you? I've seen you before, have I?
I've been watching. I'm Cole. We're inside you. Or I am. You're always inside you. It's easy to hear, harder to be a part of what you're hearing. But I'm here, hearing, helping, I hope. Envy hurt you, is hurting you. I tried to help, then I was here, in the hearing. It's not usually like this.
The least I can ask is that things make sense in my own head.
It never works like that. I was watching. I watch. Every Templar knew when you arrived. They were impressed, but not like the Lord Seeker.
The Lord Seeker is an envy demon. It wants to be me.
Yes. It twisted the commanders, forced their fury, their fight. They're red inside. Anyway, you're frozen. Envy is trying to take your face. I heard it and reached out. And then in. And then I was here.
So you're a spying phantom who accidentally enters minds. Did I miss anything?
If it bothers you, I can make you forget. That helps. No. You need all of you right now to fight. Maybe later.
How is my body frozen back in the waking world?
Thoughts are fast. We're here. Outside, a blade is still falling, hanging in the air like a sunset.
If no time's passing, does that mean I'm safe?
No. It would be good if you got out.
All right, Cole. Can I get out the way you got in?
Yes, but I think you would die. It's your head. You shouldn't be out of it.
Then how do I evict everyone else?
All of this is envy. People, places, power. If you keep going, envy stretches. It takes strength to make more. Being one person is hard. Being many, too many, more and more, and envy breaks down. You break out.
So if we keep moving in my head, we tire envy into submission.
Maybe. I hope it helps. It's more than sitting here waiting to lose your face. This way. Ideas are loud here. Make them louder. Think of water.
Think of water?
Yes.
That thing can't help you. I will see more. Betrayed allies will curse your name. Like the first Inquisition, you will bring blood and ruin and fear.
Unless you don't. You don't have to. None of this is real unless you let it be.
Get out, thing! I am learning!
The prisoner failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, he intended it this way. Have you gone completely mad?
What do you say to your crimes, heretic?
This is a farce. I demand justice.
Have it. Take her to the gallows.
The people will turn against a despot, demon.
I will clear their doubt. As herald, the lash will follow my word.
Where is the Herald? Let that tyrant charge me to my face.
Heresy against the Inquisition is the only charge we need.
I am a Grand Cleric of the Chantry.
You are a threat to the peace. The more of you in here, the better.
Baron, do you confess to conspiring against the Herald of Andraste?
I confess nothing. The Inquisition took my land and turned out my family.
Then your sons will be executed in the absence of a declaration of guilt.
What? They're just children.
It's dark, but it isn't real. Think of sparks. Keep going up. You're more you there than you are envy, and that tires it out.
Good, I think.
As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royaux to face execution.
I haven't seen enough. What are you doing?
I saw your other lies, and I'll escape this one too.
Determination. Such a useful trait.
You're letting the Herald see more to sketch his shapes, but what he sees makes him stronger.
Quiet! To be difficult, then see the legacy of the Inquisition. Its followers hosts to demons, your world ashes. Show me what you do with them.
Or don't. It can't make you, not anymore. You're getting too strong.
Shut up, thing!
Almost there. Keep going up.
What then?
You're making it hard for Envy to think. It'll probably come out soon. It's angry, but that's okay.
I think we've escaped them.
They've fallen, and Antique is besieged by the demons that took Val Royal.
Almost there. Keep going up.
Position.
Away from there!
Almost there. Keep going up.
Unfair! That thing kept you whole! Kept you from giving me your shape!
What could you gain from being me?
What could you gain? What? Ah! We'll start again. More pain this time. The Elder One still comes.
It's frightened of you.
Get out of...
The Lord Seeker!
No, an imposter.
That monster ensured we weren't prepared. I still don't know what we're up against.
Did anyone else see a young man appear beside me?
What young man?
Pale, strangely dressed. He was with me.
I saw no one. The Lord Seeker was alone when you revealed his true nature.
It's an envy demon, and I need to know how to kill it.
Envy? Then the Lord Seeker...
is caged or dead. Maker. It used the red lyrium to corrupt the Order, didn't it? I knew that miserable stuff was risky. They often give us new kinds of lyrium, our commanders. Some used the red stuff first to prove it was harmless. The Knights would have been next. That demon turned our leaders so we couldn't question when this started.
And your leaders all but corrupted the Templars for the demon.
Then we will fix it. Templar, what is envy?
A coward, brother.
It studies, makes less mistakes, but most of all, it hides.
We need our veterans. Our commanders have turned, but the lieutenants may still be fighting. We'll hold the hall. You find the lieutenants and the uncorrupted lyrium stores. Bring them here, and I'll give you envy. Show those things no mercy.
What's the plan, Sir Barris?
Envy's rare. Rank and file aren't trained for that. That's why it took us top down. But there's a few left who can handle it. Veterans. Bring them here. With them and enough normal lyrium, we can punch a hole in that barrier.
Sooner we get these guys back on their feet, sooner we can get them to close the breach.
We need Templars, but we do not need the Order. It is so filled with corruption. There is no saving it.
Some sanity remains. Good. We need them to have their wits.
Envy claimed to serve the Elder One, just like your Knight Captain.
Maybe it's to do with the war with the mages, but... I don't know anymore. This is all above me. But bring me the tools, and I'll stand to the last.
When did the Lord Seeker start taking over?
I'm ashamed, whatever I say. If he was fake at the start, we let a demon walk in. If he was genuine, Envy took the Lord Seeker from under our noses. Arrogant fools. All of us.
You're not mages. You need lyrium for this.
Templars deny magic, but Envy demons are tough. Especially when they've had time to entrench themselves. The veterans can show us how to push. The lyrium will help. So when we break the enemy.
Break? You mean you could die?
A demon holds the honor of the Order. There isn't a man or woman here who will let that stand.
I need to understand how you could accept the use of corrupted lyrium.
We didn't know it was corrupted. The Lord Seeker only said it was better than Chantry lyrium.
That's it.
You have to understand. All magic is corruptible. All magic is dangerous, and yet all magic can serve. The red lyrium was just a tool. Or so we thought.
I hope you're right. I'll return.
Free to pass. I hope you're what they...
The Templars who have not fallen to the corruption fight bravely. I pray there is enough of the Order to save.
We can't leave with empty hands, Seeker. If needed, measures must be taken.
Just in time.
How many Red Templars have you fought?
Some broke through to siege the hall. More will come.
We'll keep the hall, Herald of Andraste. Show them the light.
The Elder One wants her dead. Empress Celine. He hates her, haunts her, wants her dead, but hides. Why? He hid other things too.
This Elder One thinks highly of himself if he believes he can strike at the Empress.
Perhaps Leliana can discover why he wants Celine's head. Red lyrium the Lord Seeker gave the Templars.
Just as we found at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
They're either mad or fools even to be touching this.
I hear fighting. We should return to the Great Hall.
Here. The untainted lyrium Barris told us about.
to them.
Regroup with Barris. He'll explain the plan.
Good luck.
Make her save the order. They're getting tougher.
Herald, you live!
alive, Herald.
Head back to the main hall. We'll meet you there.
Of course.
You were dead.
Just get to the hall. Barris will explain.
Fine, well.
On your order.
Make us save the Order. They're getting tougher. Right. Keep them off us! We'll break this beast!
Red Templars, coming through the barrier.
So much of you. But you are selfish with your glory. Now I'm no one.
Dark and desperate. Death to make yourself alive. I used to be like you. I'm not anymore. You shouldn't be either.
Silence! The Elder One promised you.
Herald, I sincerely apologize for losing countenance amidst the chaos. That was unfortunate. I do hope it won't affect our concord.
It's valued as ever.
As you say.
The demon is dead. Andraste be praised. She shielded you from its touch. We've numbers across Thedas, but we let this happen. Our officers either failed to see it, or were complicit. The Templars are ready to hear what the Inquisition needs of us.
You need to hear this, to feel the truth in your hearts. I am the will of Our Lady, manifest. I am the Herald of Andraste. She sent me to remind you of your sacred duty. A shield against dark magic. Knights who will end the breach.
We will not deny Our Lady's will. Not anymore. But the Order is leaderless, gutted by betrayal. We must rebuild it.
There's no time. If the old order is too broken to stand, then become knights under the Inquisition. Serve us. Stop the breach and begin again without stain on your honor. That is our offer.
If it is the only way, Templars, will we serve the Inquisition to atone for our failure? So be it. The Order will disband and take up the Inquisition's banner. We'll need weapons, training grounds, a place to rest. The Inquisition must prepare for our arrival.
We'll be ready, whatever's coming.
You disbanded the Templar Order on the Inquisition's authority.
You did not see what they had done, Commander.
You and their herald fought bravely, but that decision should have been the Inquisition's, not yours alone.
You wanted the Templars helping the Inquisition. I delivered them.
I would have preferred willing allies, but the Order put their trust in our herald. Surely that's what we wanted.
A few dozen veterans are coming ahead of the rest to help seal the breach.
How soon until these veterans arrive?
They're almost here. Templars don't like to be late.
Wait!
I came with you to help. I would have told you before, but you were busy.
Off the war table, Cole. Now.
Yes, I don't belong here. I'm not a war.
Call the guards. This creature is not what you...
A moment, please, Cassandra. I would like to hear why he came.
You help people. You made them safe when they would have died. I want to do that. I can help.
Why and how would you help the Inquisition?
The hole in the sky is too loud for spirits to think. It's pulling, pushing out pain. I want to stop it.
How altruistic of you.
I want to help. I can be hard to see. I can kill things that would hurt people. I won't get in the way.
Cole saved my life in Therinfal. I couldn't have defeated Envy without him.
But what does he want now?
I think he really is trying to help.
I won't be in the way. Tiny, no trouble, no notice taken unless you want them to.
You're not honestly suggesting we give him run of the camp?
Not freely, perhaps, but it seems a waste to... Hold on.
Where did he go?
Let's finish what we came here to discuss.
I'll have people watch the boy. But let's not be distracted from the breach.
We'll need your help when the Templar veterans arrive. Take time to prepare while you can.
Matter, Lady Corbin.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
I understand you were instrumental in garnering the assistance of the Templars. It is well done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
It would be difficult for us to do worse.
Harshly spoken, but difficult to deny. In some ways, Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not rule over him. That tells us what should be, but it does not tell us how to get there. So many times the methods of men have undone the spirit of their goals. Once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry, or its own namesake.
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
You did well to gain the Templars to your cause. The people have hope that the breach may be sealed. Some of them are returning to the lives they fled, others are starting fresh. In either case, they no longer believe the world as they know it is ending.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Farewell, revered mother.
Until next time.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's Templars. According to Lady Corpin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
The Chantry couldn't solve its own problems when it had a divine.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
Are you sure? Families often fight the hardest.
Having grown up among four siblings, I concede your point. I found, however, that the only time two parties cannot negotiate is when they cease to speak. We must learn to think beyond our own wants, to secure peace in Thedas.
The Inquisition is only here to seal the breach, nothing more.
By declaring ourselves on the side of the Templars, we became more than that. The powers have taken notice. Speaking of which, I have a question, if you've the time. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
I tell the Chantry that Andraste herself shielded me from harm.
I'd truly like to hear the debates that would raise in Val Royeaux. Thank you for your thoughts. A good day to you. What may I do for you?
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Do you need anything more, revered
We
mother?
can use that. Hello? Can I help you with something?
I'll speak with you later.
Thank you again for what you've brought back.
It is good that you salvaged as many Templars as you did, my dear. We will need every Templar, but they will require proper management. We also need to increase our lyrium supplies considerably. The Chantry may still have stockpiles we can use.
Let the lyrium run out for a while. It'll put the Templars in their place.
My dear, they're no use to us feverish and hallucinating. The breach has done more than disfigure the sky. The veil itself is broken. All mages, no matter how skilled, are now in danger of drawing demons to them. Before this crisis is over, you may find that Templars, flawed as they may be, are all that stand between us and chaos.
When you say mages are a danger, are you counting yourself?
Of course I am, my dear. Every mage who joins the cause is taking a calculated risk, whether they know it or not. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
You're preaching to the choir, Vivian.
Tell me something. As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages?
The circle has to be restored if we want to keep the peace.
That's comforting to hear, but you'll find opposition to the idea even among friends. It's something to consider, my dear. Do you need something, my dear?
What are your thoughts about the others in the Inquisition?
Blackwall is a useful sort of fellow, but he's perhaps too eager to please. He reminds me of a pup begging for attention.
Your enchanter Vivienne lives well.
She remains loyal to the Circle and the Chantry.
So you say.
Templars filling up the place. Best of the polished helms come to save us. Keep them leashed good, right? Useful bunch, but all I hear is they don't do what they're told.
Whatever you think, they're the best hammer for this particular nail.
Well, watch your thumbs, because a Templar might slip, or... You want about anything else?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again, with your people. Right, which ones?
What about Cole?
I'm not saying nothing about that. That thing is just wrong.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
So the Templars will put their powers to use, sealing the breach. Any group corrupted by a demon must be watched carefully. At least they know how to fight.
Templars have flaws, but they are very good at killing mages. I'll need that against this Elder One.
Point taken. Just remember, an enemy can attack, but only an ally can betray you. Betrayal is always worse. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again with the Templars. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront. Hello.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
So, the Templars joined the Inquisition. Even with Cullen here, I never thought that would happen. Of course, after Kirkwall, I never thought anyone would use red lyrium on purpose either. The Templars should know better than anyone what that shit does to people. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
I'd like to keep hoping it's a coincidence, if you don't mind. I need to be able to sleep at night.
Honestly, I think I'll give up sleeping for the foreseeable future. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
We can't know what's coming. Best not to get too comfortable.
I can't disagree with that. But maybe you should try to relax while you can. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know. Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
You took in the Templars, but made them yours. They won't make the same mistake. It's dangerous when too many men in the same armor think they're right. You should prepare. It's already getting louder.
I'm still not certain what you are exactly. Are you a mage? A demon?
I'm different. The elven mage understands me. He isn't afraid. But first, you seal it. I hope it hurts less. I'll help if I can, but I don't always say it right.
If you could act like a normal person, that would probably help.
Yes. Probably.
I'd like to talk with you about Templars.
They're heavy with forgotten songs, like Varric. Some of them are too loud. It's hard to stay near them. Cullen is softer, but demons asked questions that hurt him. Evangeline was kinder. I want to explain, but Reese's mother spoke to spirits, but not to him. Then she died for a Templar he loved. Words just bounce off the edges.
What's your general opinion of Templars?
Some like hurting mages. It makes them happy, or less afraid, or dreams again. Woke up shaking, stalking the ground for one who looks like her. Always some rule being broken. But not all Templars listen when whispers crawl around inside them. They try to protect people, like Cullen. The good ones remember that mages are people.
Can you tell me more about how the Templars feel to you?
They feel older than they look. They've been changed, and their bodies are incomplete now. The lyrium helps, but their bodies always want to connect to something older, bigger than they are. That's why they block magic. They reach for that other thing, and magic has no room to come in. Like when I listen to Varric.
Can you tell me more about how the Red Templars are different?
The red lyrium is different, darker. Daggers under the skin. It eats you inside until you're nothing. They hear a different song. The song behind the door old whispers want opened. They are dead and dark and done.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know? She knows they're going to kill her. Can only save what's important. Precious space to remember her smile.
I'd like to talk with you about the Inquisition.
I don't understand it. People talk like it's a person, but it's not even a thing. A dagger can be a way to let pain out, but even if it isn't, it's still a dagger. The Inquisition isn't real unless it has something real to make it. It's like a spirit.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
We got the Templars on our side. Glad to hear it. I'll keep the charges at a respectful distance. Not that the chief has any apostates in the group.
Can we talk about the Bull's charges?
Best company you'll find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the chief, we've gone up against everything from bandits to magic trees. We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know anything in particular?
Do the charges specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops, as skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry, Dalish with more archery, and Skinner and her people on the flanks. Rocky handles fortifications and traps, and Stitches keeps us all fighting. They mostly hold back. I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the chief goes wherever he can hit something.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to some curiosity.
Right. Sylvans. That's what Dalish called them. Apparently spirits can possess trees, too. Some noble in the Dales, and they really don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles, had a haunted forest. His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted it back. The chief bought us all axes, and in we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. Worst part was the squirrels.
Are there rules for how mercenaries operate?
If you don't want some noble to treat you like bandits, yes. There's also a code of conduct most companies hold to. Keeps things civilized on the battlefield. We accept surrenders for ransom from mercenaries, nobles, and soldiers wearing a lord's colors. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got captured.
We'll talk later.
Demons. It had to be demons. Getting into your head. Messing around.
If If you're nervous about demons, I can protect you.
My blade pretty much protects me.
Perhaps I can do things your blade can't.
I don't know. It has blood grooves. Well, technically, it's the fuller, but blood grooves sound so much more violent. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it. What can I do for you?
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
Now that we've got better maps, if you like, I can show you a few tricks to get more out of them.
Okay, now.
Fine, forget I said.
Of all the things in the world, a demon who wears someone's face. I imagine it makes trusting others risky.
Risk is what keeps life exciting, don't you think?
Until you lose. It's easy to speak well of trust when yours has never been misplaced.
I want to hear more about you.
Where I'm from, talking about yourself with strangers is considered rude. I'll have to decline.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
You actually are the light as the darkness creeps. It is the whisper in the night, the lie upon
Something must be done, immediately.
Nothing will be done.
Commander Cullen said the same thing. It's an outrage. There are mages here we know are guilty of heinous crimes. You would let that pass?
Yes, as will you. This is the Inquisition, and you are not guests here.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it. It never ends, evidently.
Is there an issue with the Templars? Can I help?
The Templars are too accustomed to having their way. They need to learn. It's your doing, after all. You're the one who conscripted them.
You would have done differently, I suppose.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
Just remember that after the breach is closed.
I will not forget, though I cannot speak for others. Yes?
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Cole, whatever he calls himself, may have helped at Therinfal, but that doesn't mean we should trust him.
Leliana has people watching him.
Provided they don't lose him. I suppose my concerns can wait. We must focus on the breach. The Templars are making final preparations. After what happened with the Lord Seeker, they're eager to prove themselves.
The Templars aren't responsible for what happened at Therinfal. They have every right to be here.
I do not question those joining us. Only those who betrayed them first. I knew parts of the Order were corrupt, but Red Lyrium? What were they thinking? If you had not gone to Therinfal, there would have been no one left to save.
I should get to know you better. We're working together after all.
What would you like to know?
All right. Where are you from?
I grew up in Ferelden, near Honwood. I was transferred to Kirkwall shortly after the Blight. This is the first I've returned in almost 10 years.
Varric's from Kirkwall. Did you two know each other?
I knew he was friends with the champion of Kirkwall, but little else. We've spoken more since I joined the Inquisition, largely at Barris' insistence. Apparently, I spend too much time with a serious expression on my face, and it's bad for my health.
You haven't seen Ferelden in 10 years. Are you glad to be back?
I was not sorry to leave at the time. I did not expect to return. Now, between the Divine's murder and the breach, I've arrived to find nothing but chaos.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight. Did you fight Darkspawn?
No. I was stationed at Ferelden's Circle Tower. The Circle had troubles of its own. I remained there during the Blight.
What happened at the Circle Tower?
You who survived the Blight have fond memories of that time. I would prefer not to speak.
What was Kirkwall like?
While I was there, Canary occupied and then attacked the city. The Viscount's murder caused political unrest. Relations between mages and Templars fell apart. The apostate blew up the Chantry, and the Knight Commander went mad. Other than that, it was fine.
What happened between Kirkwall's mages and Templars?
You were at the Conclave. You must have heard people speak of it.
Yes, but you were there.
There was tension between mages and Templars long before I arrived. Eventually, it reached a breaking point. There was fighting in the streets. Abominations began killing both sides. It was a nightmare.
What happened then?
The Templars should have restored order, but Red Lyrium had driven Knight Commander Meredith mad. She threatened to kill Kirkwall's champion, turned on her own men. I'm not sure how far she would have gone. Too far.
So you opposed her?
I stood with the champion against her, in the end. I should have seen through Meredith sooner.
I'll let you return to your work.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Yes? Is there anything I should know?
I'm glad to have the charges on our side. All's men are professionals, despite evidence to the contrary.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
Our numbers are small, but they suit our needs for the time being. Some Templars have joined us instead of following the Order. They've proven invaluable in training you. I should...
With passion's breath does the dark...
Let us begin.
Let's see what we have.
work?